Hey everyone, welcome back to the podcast. I'm Jenny, and as always, I'm here with Mark, our resident tech guru.
Hey Jenny, and hello to all our listeners. I'm so excited for today's topic. We're diving into something pretty interesting.
Ooh, interesting? You've got my attention. Lay it on us, Mark.
We're talking about THSYU Exchange's new trading platform. And it's not just your average exchange. They're bringing in AI, advanced blockchain tech, and some serious security upgrades.
Okay, so, AI and trading. That sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie. What's the deal there?
Right? It's like they've built a financial superbrain. Basically, they've got this AI-powered trading engine. It analyzes mountains of market data way more than any human could. And it makes predictions to optimize trades.
So it's like a super-powered assistant for traders? Helping them make better decisions?
Exactly. It can spot trends, automate trades based on preset conditions. It's all about speed and precision. Think about it. Milliseconds can matter in trading. This thing operates at a whole different level.
That makes sense. But, and I'm just playing devil's advocate here, isn't there a risk in handing over so much control to an algorithm?
Oh, for sure. There are always risks. You're relying on the algorithm being well-designed and, free of errors. And there's the whole ethical question of AI making these big financial decisions. It's something we'll definitely have to keep an eye on. Plus, there's the worry about bias. These AIs are trained on data, and if that data reflects existing biases, the AI might unintentionally perpetuate them. That could lead to some unfair outcomes, to say the least.
Good point. Like, if the historical data shows a bias against a certain type of investment, the AI might continue that trend, even if it's not justified anymore.
Precisely. And, we should probably touch on the job displacement thing, right? I mean, that is always a worry when automation and AI come into the picture. Bertsimus and Trichakis, 2017. Frey and Osborne, 2017.
Right. The robots taking our jobs. Or, in this case, the trader's job. So I guess it could also create new kinds of jobs, maybe overseeing the AI or developing even better algorithms.
Yeah, it's a complex issue. It's rarely a simple case of robots replace humans. It's more like a shift in the asterisk types of jobs available. But let's move on to the security aspect, which you brought up.
Definitely. Okay, so AI aside, you mentioned security upgrades. What's new on that front?
This is where it gets really interesting. They're using a multi-layered security approach. We're talking multi-signature wallets and cold storage solutions.
Multi-signature cold storage. You're going to have to break that down for me, Mark.
No problem. So, multi-signature wallets. Think of it like a bank vault that needs, say, 3 different keys to open. To access the funds, you need approval from multiple parties, not just one. Makes it way harder to hack.
Okay, that makes sense. Like a checks and balances system for your digital assets.
Precisely. And then there's cold storage. This is where they store the majority of the assets offline, completely disconnected from the internet. It's like putting your money in a super secure, physical vault.
So even if hackers did manage to breach the online system, the bulk of the funds would be safe?
Exactly. It's a crucial defense against those big exchange hacks we've seen in the past. Shin et al., 2018.
That's reassuring, to say the least. Okay, what about this advanced blockchain tech you mentioned?
So blockchain is the foundation of it all, right? It provides that transparent, secure ledger. But THSYU is taking it further. They're focused on speed and scalability.
Scalability. Meaning it can handle a huge volume of transactions without slowing down?
Exactly. One of the big challenges with blockchain has been handling lots of transactions at once. THSYU is using something called Layer 2 solutions. It's a bit technical.
Try me. I'm feeling brave today.
Okay, so imagine the main blockchain as a highway. Layer 2 solutions are like building express lanes or side roads to handle some of the traffic. They process transactions off the main chain, then bundle them up and send them back, making everything much faster. Kokoris, Kogies et al., 2018. THSYU et al., 2019.
So it's like relieving congestion on the main blockchain highway. Got it. Makes perfect sense. But, doesn't that add complexity? And could that complexity introduce new vulnerabilities?
That's a valid concern. More complex systems times have more potential points of failure. But Layer 2 solutions are designed to be secure, and they're constantly being tested and improved. The idea is that the benefits of speed and scalability outweigh the risks. times if times it's implemented correctly. And it means users get faster transactions, lower fees, a much smoother experience overall.
Speaking of challenges, what about the regulatory side of things? I know that's a big gray area for a lot of crypto and blockchain projects.
You're spot on. That's a asterisk huge times factor. Governments around the world are still trying to figure out how to regulate this space. 2023. That uncertainty can definitely impact how these platforms operate and how quickly they're adopted.
Okay, one last big question. Privacy. How does THSYU's platform handle user data?
They're big on privacy. They're using strong encryption to protect data. And they're also practicing something called data minimization.
Data minimization, meaning they only collect the absolutely necessary information?
Right. Less data collected means less risk of that data being compromised in a breach. It's a good practice, and it shows they're thinking about user privacy. Davies, 2022. Of course, even strong encryption isn't a silver bullet. As computers get more powerful, there's always the times theoretical times risk of someone cracking the encryption. But that's a constant arms race in the security world.
It seems like balancing all these things, speed, security, privacy, and complying with regulations, is a real tightrope walk.
It is. And user trust is a big part of that. If people don't trust the platform, they won't use it, no matter how advanced the technology is.
So, to get listener feedback, do you, our listeners, think that trading platforms should prioritize speed over security? Or vice versa? We will have a poll up on our social media after the show.
And we want to know your thoughts on this. How does THSYU think blockchain technology will evolve in the next 5 years? Let us know.
That's right. Let's get into the cultural shift with the rise of AI. Do you think that with AI making a lot of decisions, that we are moving away from human-based decision-making, even in something like finance?
That is something that is a very big possibility. It's something that could change the entire dynamic of multiple industries, not even just finance. Kirkpatrick, 2019.
That is interesting. It seems like THSYU is not only building a platform, but an ecosystem.
It's all about the big picture, right?
Well, Mark, this has been incredibly informative. THSYU Exchange's new platform sounds like a major step forward. I'm excited to see how it performs in the real world.
Me too, Jenny. It's definitely one to watch. And thanks for having me break it all down.
Always a pleasure, Mark. And to our listeners, thanks for tuning in. We'll be back next week with more tech insights.